Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to cover one of the most important concept in Kotlin, if-else statements. We will look at how to use if-else to control the flow of your program, and we will also introduce else-if for handling multiple conditions. Let's dive right into the code. So let's start with the basics if-else statements. So in Kotlin, this is how we check a condition and execute some code based on whether that condition is true or false. So let's see this through an example here, and I'm going to create a variable of boolean type, and I will assign a value true here. Okay, and I will put a if condition that will check whether it is raining or not, and if it is raining it will execute this block of code here. So I'm going to print, okay, and if it is not raining it will print something like this. Okay, let's run this and then I will explain about this program. Okay, so in this code we have an if else condition that check if the variable is raining is true or not. So if it is true, then it prints message that it is raining outside. So if it is false, then it goes into the else block and it execute that code and it will print it is warm outside. So let me change this value here, and now if we run this it will go into this block because this if condition is false, so it will always come into the else case and it will print this message. So now let's run this to see. Okay, as you can see it has printed this message here. So this structure allows us to control what happens based on the value of our variables. So now let's move on to something a bit more complex, else if statements. So if you need to check more than two conditions, you can use else if to create additional checks. This is how it works. So for that I'm going to change the code here, and I'll change this variable name to temperature, and I will give this a value 15. Okay, I'll put a condition here. If temperature is greater than 30, I will print a message that it's really hot outside. Okay, so now I want to check one more condition here. What if temperature is less than 30 but it is greater than 20? So for that I will use the else if condition here, and I'll put the condition temperature is greater than 20 here. So I'll put a message that it is warm outside. Okay, now I'll check one more condition here where the temperature is more than 10 and less than 20. So I'll put this condition and I will print a message that it's a bit chilly outside. Okay, so I have put multiple else if conditions here, so it will check each condition. So what if none of the condition is true? So it will goes into the else case, and I will print a message, it is cold outside. Okay, so let's run this to see. Okay, so it is saying that it is bit chilly outside because the temperature is 15 and which is in between 10 and 20. So now I'll explain each line to you. In this code, we are using else if to check different ranges for temperature. So if the temperature is greater than 30, we print it's really hot outside. So if it is greater than 20 but less than or equal to 30, we print it's warm outside. And if it is between 10 and 20, we print that it's a bit chilly outside. And if none of these conditions are true, we will execute this part of the code so it prints that it is cold outside. So now let's change the temperature to 5 here. So in that case it will come into the else case and it will execute this block of code and it will print it's cold outside. Okay, so to quickly summarize, the if block runs when the condition is true and the else block runs when none of the conditions are true. So you can chain multiple else if blocks to handle different conditions. And this approach gives you a lot of flexibility for checking different conditions in your Kotlin program. And that is a wrap on if else and else if in Kotlin. You have seen how you can use them to control the flow of your program with multiple conditions. If you like this tutorial, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel for more Kotlin content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.